Dice. Rolls. Dragons. Trolls.
Dadventurous. The Dadventurous Adventure? Indeed.
All right. Welcome to
Dadventurous.
We're back.
Graveyard Edition.
Graveyard Edition. Ooh, spooky. Welcome back to another episode. We are indeed doing a spooky episode, even though it's not even remotely close to Halloween.
It's like
Midsummer.
Midsummer.
Yep. But that doesn't mean we can't be spooky.
Spooky.
But before we get spooky, thanks again for listening. Hopefully you guys are having a good time.
No, I guess we do that at the end.
The call out?
Yeah.
We can do it now if you want.
I don't know.
It's up to you. You were starting to do it.
Leave us a like, leave us a comment, a review, star thingy.
Yeah, do all the things that... Tell your friends. That's
Tell
the
your
big
friends.
thing. Yeah, start a whisper campaign in a local grocery store. Do those things, to get our word out.
General goods.
That's right. All right. Are you ready to jump back into the recap?
Yes.
All right. Last week on Dadventurous, Kea and Flibbit and Maud finished up their combat with Brandor, the Vibe Taker. And he talked like that. And you left him with a team of flumps after he returned their good vibes.
Good vibes.
And
they turned more animated than they were
before. They did. Fleeve became a little bit more animated.
She wasn't just the, I don't know what's going on.
Right. But she and the other flumps and even Brandor decided to work together to start a town in the middle of the Stormwood. And you came up with it. Vibe Town.
It was originally Flibbit Town, but
he panicked. So
yeah.
Vibe Town is where we're at. So you left them there. They were going to stay put. They were going to hide from wild magic storms, but also keep an eye out for other people teleporting to that area. Mm-hmm. And they were going to try to figure out how to return to their home world, where Flibbit is also from.
Yeah.
You left Vibe Town. You made it back to the ship right as wild magic storms started to roll in over the storm woods.
A huge wild magic storm.
You made it to the skies, and the storm traveled a long distance. You had to travel through some wild magic silliness. You found yourself inside a box. You also...
I sneezed.
Projectile sneezed.
I went...
Prismatic spray.
I went...
And then it went, tinkle, dinkle, winkle, dinkle, dinkle. That's the sound of magic.
The sound of magic. Twinkle, winkle, dinkle. That sounds like Sound of Music, but with like Harry Potter.
And then as you were sailing over a barren landscape with burnt trees and whatnot, you and Maud felt the call of another surged artifact. Beryl was able to land the ship down on top of some buses, and everything got eerily quiet. It was dark, nighttime. There was a smoggy mist filling the floor.
I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it mist colored or is it smog colored?
It's more smog colored.
So it's like yellowy gray.
Yeah. It's as her light is she's shining her spotlight around. You can't see the ground mostly. You can see it in a little bit, but where you do see the ground, you see it's covered in thick, like vines and moss and growth. Mm. And then there's just these rusty, rundown vehicles everywhere. You see tires, you see metal parts, you see everything, broken glasses.
I'm landed on top of 3 broken down school buses.
You are. And you don't know much about it, but then Maud told you she thinks she knows where you are. This is the gasoline graveyard, and this is probably the place Theodora was talking about because you guys sense that surged artifact nearby. So to reset the scene, you're sitting on top of a bus. You can hear the distant sounds of like lightning and thunder, but it almost sounds like it's through a veil. It's muffled here.
Yeah.
And there is this just the smog mist is swirling around. It moves a little bit on occasion.
But is there a wind?
There's no wind. It's just almost like it's churning. And then Beryl's shining the light around, and then right before we ended, you heard two very large scrape noises, and then you heard another one, and then you realized that it sounded like something was coming in from the outer part of this ring of graves. Not really
graves.
Yeah, automobile graveyard. And that's where you are now.
And I said, oh dear.
Yep. Maud looks at you and she says, well, I don't like the sound of that.
No, I don't.
What are we doing?
Well, it sounds like they're far away. I lower my voice to a whisper.
Oh, are we whispering now?
Yes.
Okay, I will activate stealth mode. And he doesn't do anything.
Okay. He's learned to be better.
Yeah.
Instead of going, stealth, do-do-do-do, stealth. But yes, I think I start whispering and say, so, Maud, they sound like they're far away.
Do you think, well, are we going to try to get that search item?
Or...
And you guys both kind of sense and feel, and you're kind of looking off. Just a little bit further to the north from you, dropped down, there is a seemingly like a cluster of vehicles, and you're getting the sense that it's coming from that direction.
Are the sounds from are on the outside of the ring? Are there any near that spot that we can hear?
You guys are closer to it than any sounds, but those scraping sounds are slowly moving in.
Okay, I say, I think we should all both of us, for safety reasons, should go and try and find it and grab it, and then get out as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Knowing, but we have an airship on our side this time, but
we do.
There are always guardians for these things, it seems. And so it's either those things, and I wait for another scrape.
Yeah, another scrape. And then a clunk.
Or
scrape.
or or you just really wanted to keep going with that.
To message you.
Or it's something in those cars or in those thingies slash those thingies.
Yeah, well, I guess we're gonna have to just go find out.
Yep.
All right. Flibbit looks at you guys and he's like, well, I could keep above the smog and kind of keep a lookout for you guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't be afraid to shout if you see something sneaking up on us that's really close.
Yep.
If you just see something that's far away, though, don't shout.
And Beryl, she's like, well, do you guys want me to keep the spotlights going? What do you want to do? I can just be ready to go.
Be ready to go.
All right. Good luck.
Be ready to possibly get chased by a giant monster.
All right.
Or several small monsters.
All right.
Or several big monsters.
All right.
All of those things have happened.
And Maud unslings her bow and pulls out a little wrench that she's got, and she hops off the bus down into the smog, and you watch her disappear.
I hop off after her.
And it's cool. As you watch her land, you see the smog like, poof, almost like dry ice. Or
yeah.
Kind of like dry ice smoke.
Yeah.
Where it dissipates, and you see her hit the ground, and then
That's cool.
Fills back up.
I drop down... preferably right next to where she was.
Yeah.
And I lean over and say, Maud, you still there?
Yeah, we're here. As you drop through the veil layer, you are able to see her.
Okay.
But only probably, I would say, about 10 feet of visibility.
Heavily obscured.
And as you come down, Flibbit's above you, and he goes, you guys doing okay? But his voice sounds super muffled.
I kind of like whisper shout, back up and say, yep.
And then you guys can start heading in.
I slowly slink along. I do the cat slink.
As you take a first step, you realize that this is difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain and heavily obscured? Wait.
Yep, and so there's vines covering the ground, there's tires, there's metal parts, and this doesn't count for your forest.
Does it count for the ruins?
No. Because this is
different. I
different.
don't have graveyards in my...
Yeah, this is a little bit different than anything you've sensed before or been in before. You're not getting the vibe that there's anything like underground or a ruin. This is just a graveyard of automobiles.
Okay.
And so the vines covering the ground, there's mud puddles that you're stepping through. There's just tires and rusty parts and broken glass. It's just a mess. And there's nothing you can do about it. So you're moving slowly.
I'm doing the cat slink.
Okay.
With my bow out.
Can you please, with Maud,
two-legged cat slink.
stealth checks?
Actually, wait. Oh, no, I can't use that. Never mind. Stealth checks?
Mm-hmm.
Why a 9?
Okay, Maud rolled very well.
Okay.
So for now, you guys seem fine. She got a 19
Oh, wow.
naturally with a +5. So Maud moves forward with you, and I think ultimately she'll probably put a hand on like your shoulder
Yeah.
with this low visibility, and she's like, "Let's move together."
Okay.
All right. And you start creeping forward. You move 20 feet, 30 feet from the bus, and it's so dense, just everything. It feels like such a muffle. And in fact, as you're realizing as you're down here, you can't hear the scrapes anymore.
Oh.
It's quiet down here.
Even more quiet than it was up above.
Yep. It's like
Question.
this smog is deadening the sound. What's up?
Was there a little bit of smog around the 1 mile radius?
Yeah.
No, like in the air to muffle those sounds.
A little bit. And yeah, now that you're kind of thinking about it, that's partially why it seemed like, whether it was related or not, but there was no real wild magic storms above this area.
Yeah.
And there's this like weird smog here filling up the zone instead.
Does it smell like anything?
It smells a little bit pungent, a little bit burny, a little bit
Like gas?
like perhaps if you were to know better.
If I were to know.
It's like exhaust. Yeah.
Ew.
And it's starting to make your eyes water a little bit and your lungs burn a little bit, but not to the point of damage.
Just like
it's
irritating.
uncomfortable. It's gross feeling.
Yeah.
And Maud like lets out a small little cough next to you, and she goes, "Ugh, this is rough.
Yeah. Wonder what it is.
Let's hurry it up."
Yeah.
And so you guys move forward. You come to
Onward.
a point in the relative path of your guiding, right? You're just feeling that pull in this direction, and you come upon a vehicle. The doors are all busted out of it. This doesn't. It's too close for what you are looking for, but you need to clamber over it or go through the doors. However you want to go through this part.
You can't go around it?
You could go around it, but as you look around it and peek around the front and the back, there is a black, shiny, oily substance all over the ground.
I'm a cat. A ranger. Maud's an elf.
Yep.
Ranger.
Yep. I'm not sure what you're going for, but yes.
How far can I see for, like, how does this oil looking thing extend for as far as I can see, the 10 feet, or does it?
In your 10 foot, it looks like, it looks pretty big, like a little puddle of oil or maybe a bigger thing than that.
But I can see around that there's like a knot part through the car.
If you look through the car, the other side of the car does look like it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say, well, I guess we gotta go through.
All right. And she starts going through the driver's side seats, and you
Yeah.
can go through the back seats at the same time if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I also think it provides more cover,
It's true.
too, for like if something.
You start going through, and can you make a perception check for me?
Finally, good roll. A 17.
A 17, okay. As you're coming through and looking through the doors beyond, you see the smog like suddenly whoosh, like swirl by, like as if something moved through the smog. At about that same time, you feel it tug at your leg, at your ankle.
I jerk my leg up so it doesn't hit anything, preferably. That I jerk my leg up and look back.
You jerk your leg up, and it stops, and it makes a loud clunk noise, and you look back and you see you accidentally tangled your foot in the seatbelt.
Oh!
Because I'm evil.
Wow. Wow.
And it freaks you out for a second, but then you're able to easily untangle your foot.
I say, oh, because it locks when you...
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
When you jerked on it hard, it actually locked.
Wow. You are mean.
Thank you.
I turn to
Maud.
Maud.
She's kind of stepping out of the vehicle now.
I say, something's beyond in the fog. I saw something move.
Oh, great.
Don't know what size it was, but I saw the fog move, which means the creature moved.
All right. Well, be on your guard. Let's keep moving.
I climb out of the car.
Yep, you climb out and you start making your way through. Can you make another stealth check for me, please? Ooh, what's that? Your eyes are closed.
That's a natural 1 for a 7.
That's like 2 episodes in a row. Not in a row, but 2 episodes where you've had some pretty iconic
Natural
1 stealth checks.
Yeah, that's a natural 1 for a 7.
Yep. And so you step out of the car and you're feeling pretty good, and you're looking up at Maud, and you're trying to keep a glance through the smog, and you bring your foot down, and your foot hits a silver plate-looking thing, very lightweight metal, and it's a hubcap.
Oh.
And it hits it, and it just spins in the air, hits the ground, and just clatters so loudly.
I say, uh-oh.
Maud's like, we gotta be quick.
Yeah.
And suddenly you start hearing a noise kind of almost to the side, a little bit away. And it's this like low rumble.
I grab Maud's arm and say, you hear that?
I hear it. Let's go.
We're in trouble.
We're in trouble. Let's move. And
is it from where the pole is coming from?
No, it's off to the side, and you hear this low rhythmic rumble. Like
a creature like roaring or
hard to tell.
Okay.
Hard to tell. And you guys, Maud starts picking up the pace a little bit, moving across this difficult terrain. You guys are going over tires. It's really, really tough. And finally, you get up to this cluster of vehicles. You can only see one or two in front of you, but you're starting to feel like this pull, like somewhere in this cluster of vehicles. You could climb over the top. You could go through them. It's probably about 6 vehicles. You can only really see the front 2 closely, and just heavy smog around them. But you're getting that pull. You feel like this item is nearby.
I say, I'm going to go through because it provides more cover.
Do you want me to keep an eye out? You going to try to get the item?
Yeah.
All right, I'll stay guard. And she climbs on top of the car.
Okay.
And knocks an arrow.
Okay.
And you start clambering through. Can you just make like a generic, I'll give you acrobatics or athletics, up to you, to see how well you can move through these cars. As you get down low and start seeing it, some of the seats are missing. There's just rusty floors. There's pieces falling apart. None of the windows are still here.
Oh.
There's like black oily substance over some of these. You're getting dirty.
Can I try to not touch the substance?
Yeah, you can try, but just inherently you're getting rusty, you're getting dirty, you're getting a little bit gross every step you take.
Non-natural 20.
Okay. Yeah, so it's pretty easy. You're small, you're able to fit through. You're weaseling your way through these cars, right? And you're going from car to car, and you start closing in on that spot, and finally you see, and you're not touching the floor, you're just going from vehicle to vehicle, having to climb over the hood of one and out the back window into the side passenger of another, and like through the sunroof of one, and it's just very awkward. And Maud is just kind of following along but above you.
Yeah.
As best as she can. She's having to step over some pieces too. And finally, you get to this car in front of you, and it looks quite a bit more like well off than the other ones. There's still some windows in it.
Oh.
And
is it still rusty and mossy?
But not as much. And as you look kind of through the windows, you can see that the inside of this vehicle looks kind of clean-ish. That's what you see. And you're getting that big pull. Maud's like, do you feel it? I think this is the one.
Is it inside or is it the thing?
I think it's inside.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go inside.
Okay, you go to move to open the door. You can't get into the door.
It's locked. But are all of the windows still on it?
From what you can see, yes.
Can I just circle the car?
Yeah, so you start clambering around on the hood, and you get around to the far side. There's another car tight to it. This one's wedged between 2 cars. Oh. And you see that you could go through the sunroof of this car, and maybe kind of looks like one of the windows on this side is open.
Okay.
For the car.
With the, what? You said V car.
The
car. Oh.
So on the next car over, you could maybe go down through the sunroof and then come back through.
Okay. I think I'll try that.
So you start going down through the sunroof. Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me?
A dexterity saving throw. Lo and behold, a 23.
A 23. You go and slip down through the sunroof, and you put a foot down on one of the seats in this car, and it just breaks into dust underneath you, and you almost slip, but you're able to catch yourself with your arms and lower yourself slowly. But another loud noise from this thing falling, and you hear that rumbling again, and you also hear this kind of higher pitched, almost like a squealing, but you're not quite sure.
Not that Kea would know, but I have a idea of what the squealing is.
All right.
Not that Kea would know, because I'm not going to metagame. Is it the sound of a brake squealing?
No.
Really?
No.
That's what I thought it would
But
be.
you're also not far off.
Oh.
So, you climb down into this car, and you were able to see that one of the windows is open. You could climb through that window to get into this car where you're getting that surged artifact pull.
Okay. I think she's going to try and not touch broken glass, but try and...
So you start climbing through. It's a little awkward, and you are able to plop down into the passenger seat of this vehicle. It's pretty cushy. It's pretty nice. You kind of sit down, and you're like, oh, this seat is actually in pretty good shape. And you're getting a pull as you sit down and kind of readjust. You're getting a pull, and you see in front of you this dash with a strange little opening underneath
glove
there.
box.
Yeah. It's coming from...
Is the thing open?
No, it's closed.
I search around for a way to open
You search around, your fingers slip underneath this strange little lever system of some kind.
I push the lever
to
open the glove box.
And you open it up, and whoosh, it opens up. It probably startles you a little bit. And inside, just totally moth-eaten, destroyed paperwork, like old cards.
Old driver's licenses.
Yeah, exactly. Old insurance papers. But then you see, sitting inside and giving you that vibe, that aura, that source, a little container.
Oh. What does it say?
The container? It doesn't say
doesn't say anything?
No, it's just a black little container with a little flip on it.
Not what I thought. Pull it out.
Okay.
And open it.
You pull it out and open it, and inside are a pair of sunglasses.
Oh! I totally thought it would be like Altoid Mints or like Tic Tacs or something that people keep in their cars.
Well, for Kea, it's weird, but you see these two lensed things with a shade of, almost like a darker shade of green, not exactly black, and they have little levers on the side, and you open it up, and it looks almost like it could go over a pair of eyeballs.
But Kea has cat ears.
Yeah, you could still put them. It would be a little weird, but you could put them alongside your head.
I think she tries to put them on and kind of shoves them up her nose.
Oh, okay. Did you put them on?
Yeah.
Cool.
I have a feeling what this is of the green.
What do you think?
My guess is night vision sunglasses.
Not a terribly far off thing.
Night glasses?
As you put them on, you suddenly feel like this weird energy, kind of like when you put the hat on.
Yeah.
When you were able to see inside the past world thing, and you are immediately able to see, however far night vision you have, through this smog.
Oh. However far night vision I have? Dark vision. You can see in dim light within 60 feet of you as if it were bright light, and in darkness as if it were dim light, only discerning colors in that darkness as shades of gray.
Wonderful.
I don't know why I did that voice.
Wonderful. And you put it on, and a couple things happen. Number one, you can see immediately cut through the smog, and you see there were tons of cars here. You were only able to see like 6, but they're all clustered smack together right here. It's almost like a ring of them.
Oh.
And you guys were kind of towards the middle of this circle, this ring. And the next thing you notice is a lot of your gear glowing.
Oh.
Your past world gear specifically. You look up and down and you see your bow on your corner of your shoulder, your weapons at your hips. They are glowing while you have these glasses on. They put off a slight green glow. As does everything, putting them on, yeah. So, yes, you were very, very correct in the idea of some night vision style glasses.
They're night glasses.
And then you hear that rumble again.
Where is it coming from?
It's coming off to you from the backside of this car, but a decent ways away.
I think, yeah.
And you also notice that above you, as you look up towards where Maud would be, she's tapping on the roof of the car. She's like, "Are we good down there? Did you get him?"
Yep.
Okay.
I point to the glasses on my face.
You see that there's a hatch for this sunroof, this roof on top of this car that you could maybe come out of.
I don't want to risk the squeals of old ungreased hinges.
You look, but you turn your eyeglasses and you look to the back, and you see.
Is it fast?
Another movement. It's fast and it's big, and you suddenly.
His eyes widen.
Yeah, you hear that rumble.
The cat eyes just go.
Get really big?
Yeah, you know when cats get really playful or scared and their pupils get get
Yeah.
super wide.
Yeah.
Her eyes don't actually get wide, but her pupils just like explode. And she basically like looks up at Maud, points to the end of the fog, and says, "We gotta go."
Maud's like, I hear it. Get out of there quick.
Kea is going to go back through to the other car
Okay.
and go up through the
Okay.
sunroof there.
You go through, you come up to the sunroof, and as you emerge, you hear the rumbles a little bit more, and you actually are starting to hear those scrapes again as things get closer, and you turn and look around you, and suddenly you see this rectangular shape room by, and then you see
I knew it would be cars or
another
something.
one rooming by, and then you see a third one in the center of this ring that stops and, like a transformer, morphs, and its body starts coming apart, and it lifts up on vertical, and the tires come off like arms, and the bottom tires come off like feet.
Oh,
And
it's totally like a transformer
there's
thing.
like mirrors attached to the sidearms thing, and it turns and looks towards you guys, and it goes honk honk as some of these car scrapers emerge from the gasoline graveyard.
That's cool.
I need you to roll initiative.
Against a transformer.
We're gonna do this a little bit differently. Wow, Maud did so good. Nat 20.
17.
Nice. Sweet. All right, you guys are first.
Oh, yay. I saw the
Maud was a
transformer
little bit
coming.
more ready. She helps you climb up out of the car, gets you up on the roof, and she goes, "What did you find? What are those?
I can see through the smog.
Oh, what are we dealing with?
The wheelie things.
Automobiles?
Yeah, the Automobeelies, turning car into like Automobeely. Yeah, Automobeely scrapers.
Okay.
She will call them Automobeelies.
Yeah, the automobiles. And Maud goes, "Oh no, let's go." And so you
That rhymed.
turn away from there, and you see that one of them stopped and transformed and was like facing you, and you turn and look back the way you guys came, and it looks like there are a couple smaller ones
Like the little
back the way
cars.
you came. One of them looks to be like a little 2-door small vehicle, and one
Aw.
of them looks to be a motorcycle, kind of like your moto wheeler.
Oh.
Yep. But they
No
are in
blender.
front of you, and this big one is behind you.
I say, let's go where the one with the smaller ones are.
And she goes, "Okay, back to the ship."
Yeah.
And Flibbit's going up above you, and he suddenly comes down through the smog, and he goes, "Oh boy,
Yep.
I hear bad things. There's something going on,
Yep.
and it sounds like there's a lot of something's coming."
There's Automobeely scrapers.
Okay, that sounds bad.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. And so Maud, Kea, then Flibbit, and then all my guys. So
We went first.
what do you think? So Maud's going to start making her way back across. She's going to use full action
Yeah.
to try to get back across the cars, to double move and get to the edge of the vehicle ring.
I'm going to also double move,
Okay. And Flibbit will just join you guys.
but not use my fancy thing. Yeah.
Okay, not yet. And so we'll say with that movement, you were able to get to the edges of the cars that Maud was climbing on top of and you were climbing through. You are able to see that up in front of you, you can hop back down into the moss and into the vines and dirt to get back towards the ship. You came through this path, but that was your guys' turn. Suddenly from behind, that big one makes a loud honk honk again, and you look back again, big vehicle that's come upright, vertical, and it's reaching forward with this like large arm made of tires and parts and things, and it just grabs the vehicle in front of it and scoots it out of the way, and it starts clawing its way towards you guys.
Scoot.
Yeah, scoots its way towards you guys. In front of you, you see the little motorcycle scraper. It had wheels. It has 2 wheels that have now moved and are moving on the bottom like a little unicycle.
Oh.
And it's turned into this crazy-looking mechanical beast with one single cyclopean headlight eye and handlebars sticking out the side like horns.
Wow.
And then there's another vehicle next to it with little 2 doors that is flapping its 2-door thingies and hovering above the ground.
Wait, is it like the ones? Is it the doors that
with
open
the open
up
upwards?
above?
Yeah, exactly.
Funny.
And so that one is going to look at you. It's going to open up the hood of its car, and it's going to shoot out hot oil your direction. Can you please make? Or wait, no, this is a to hit. Sorry, a 16 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
That hits. All right. As a stream of hot oil comes your way, it burns a little bit.
Ow!
And you take 6 damage.
My fur got singed again.
The motorcycle one is going to turn and look towards Maud, and it's going to start spinning its wheels in place, and start kicking rocks up towards Maud, and see if she can hit, but does not hit Maud for a 13. And the other one behind you is just pulling things along. We come back around to Maud's turn. She's like, "Are we running for it?
Yeah.
Or are we fighting?"
I'd rather run and make it back to the ship.
All right. And she hops down, and she's going to rush towards the motorcycle one as fast as she possibly can. And then she's going to try to, dodge around it. So she's using her full action again. It's your turn. And Flibbit's turn.
I think Kea is going to... She's saving her special feline agility for the last moment. So I guess Kea is going to tap her little, before moving, is going to tap her little pin, boop, and have that kind of power wash over her, and is going to, it adds, your walking speed is increased by 30 feet. So without using my action, I can already move 60 feet.
Nice. Heck yeah. Okay, so you activate it, and so you can do your movement still.
And that was a bonus action to activate, actually.
Nice.
Too. So, but yes, Kea is going to move forward, kind of to where Maud is at.
Yeah, it's favoring the motorcycle side of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a motorcycle kind of off to your left, and then the flying car a little bit off to your right, and that's the one that shot oil at you.
Yeah. Did Maud go between them?
She went towards the motorcycle one, but then was dodging it. She
Okay.
She was staying towards the smaller of the two.
Yeah, I want to stay where the motorcycle
is. So
is.
you follow her. You have an action. Are you dashing or are you doing attacks?
I'm gonna try and swipe the motorcycle.
Moto scraper.
The moto scraper.
All right.
Moto wheeler and moto scraper with my
You have
spoon. Oh right, I can do both now. I'm a ranger. Yay! Okay, first one.
Okay.
Is a 19
Definitely
without pluses.
Yeah, you're fine.
And then other one is well, the other one was a 26, and this one is a 12.
12 to hit?
Yeah.
That one doesn't hit.
Okay, so just the first one.
First one hits, yeah.
Ooh. Maximum damage for 10 piercing damage.
Ooh, nice. As you go to slash, which one are you?
Motor wheeler.
No, which one do you think collided? The fork or
the spoon?
The spoon. Energy blade forms in front of it as you slash, and normally you would have felt your normal short swords just clink against this metal.
Yeah.
This slight arcane past world item whoosh, cleaves through the metal.
Yay.
And full damage. 10 damage. Nice.
It's piercing if it matters.
It doesn't in this case because it's just from non-magical items.
I see.
And you have magical now.
Most of my things are magical.
Yep, you're at that level now. Maud goes, nice! And Flippy goes, all right, are we just going for it?
Yeah?
All right, I'm going to stay up high. And he's going to stay up high, and he's going to just keep an eye on you guys moving forward. Let me know if you need a heal.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm going to cast... he is going to cast Bless.
Oh.
That seems handy.
What does it do?
That's the D4 edition. So he is going to cast Bless on you, Maud, and himself. Remember that you and Flibbit and Maud are blessed, and I'll make a little note.
We add a little
You
D4.
add a D4 too. You guys look back with your glasses. You're able to see across those cars, and you see it toss another car out of the way, and it's going again, and it's making these noises. It is going to reach down, pick up, and you see it lift up a tire.
Oh.
A big tire, and it is going to rear back.
Like a truck tire?
A truck tire, and throw it at you guys. You and Maud were right next to each other.
Yeah.
You both need to make dexterity saving throws as a massive tire, old thing starts coming your way.
Why? get the nat 1s in the worst possible zones. A nat 1 for a 7.
Yeah, Maud also failed. And so, I'm sorry. 10 damage.
Ow.
As this tire collides with you and knocks you forward a few feet.
Oh, that's good. I wanted to get away
Well,
anyway.
that's true. That part is good, but the 10 damage, not so much.
Yeah, no.
And
Kea's ears
Maud
go back
stumbles
and-
forward too, and she goes, "Oh boy!" And as you kind of pick yourself back up and look back that direction, you can also see a few more vehicle creatures coming from that inside ring.
Kia's ears go back in like distaste.
Okay. The motorcycle guy's right next to you guys. He's going to do the same thing he did last time. He's going to try to kick up rocks towards you. See if he can do it. Nope, nat 1. All right.
Yeah.
He starts kicking up rocks, and he accidentally throttles backwards a little bit. We'll say he actually like topples backwards a tiny bit.
Oh, yeah.
Just, could pick himself up on his next turn, but failed miserably. The other one is going to turn and face you guys, open up the hood of its car again, and this time a couple bolts, like screws and bolts start launching towards you.
It's destroying its own engine. Why?
It is slowly destroying itself. Probably not a 6 plus 5 is 11? No.
Nope.
Okay. They fail this time, and it is back up to Maud, you, and Flibbit. With bless if it needs it.
Kia's going to having the fancy bow that she does have. How close is the big scraper? So
probably from where you were, you moved, so probably about 60 feet.
Okay.
Maybe 40 to 60 feet.
I mean, he's moved, right?
Oh, that's true. He has tossed some cars aside. Maybe 30 feet then. Yeah, we'll say 30 feet. He's coming closer.
Great. Thank you for this bow, Mojingle.
Hey, Bo is good. Bo happy. I don't know. He's weird.
He is funny. Kia puts away her short swords and pulls out her Scraper's Bane bow.
And he goes, Scraper's Bane.
I say, thank you, Flibbit.
Anytime.
And she's going to pull out a normal arrow.
Okay.
30 feet, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Kia is going to fire at motorcycle.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no. She's going to fire at big guy.
Back behind you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it has a range of 150 feet.
Yeah.
And then it is going to activate the charged lightning bolt that it can do.
Is it once per day or whatever? Or?
No, it's 4 charges per day.
4 charges per day. Okay.
And no, it hasn't. I haven't rested, so I don't think it. Yeah.
It
had
you
one
rested.
charge.
You rested after you left Wander Wharf.
So do I only have 1 charge then, because it's using this right now?
What do you mean?
Well, if I rested, it says 4 charges per day.
Yeah, you long rested after Wander Wharf, so you would have 4.
Okay. Yeah. So now I have 3 charges left.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeast thing. But she's going to pull out her, and as she knocks the arrow and aims it toward Big Scraper, the arrow tip kind of starts getting that arc lightning coming from it.
Heck
is going to shoot at the
big truck scraper.
Yeah, big guy. Hong Kong guy.
We'll call him Hong Kong. I forgot. Maud technically was before you, and you can add bless, by the way.
Oh, do I need to? A 26?
No, you do not.
To hit? I have a plus 10.
Nice.
So a 1d8 plus 5. I keep getting max damage. So for just Hong Kong, he takes 13 piercing damage.
Okay.
And 6. So he takes 8 lightning damage.
Oh, nice.
And both Moto Scraper.
Did I make that within 30 feet?
Yeah.
Dang, nice. What do they got to do?
Both Moto Scraper and I'm assuming they're 30 feet next to each other, right?
Yeah, you're all within 30 feet of each other. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, and
I
so
said that, do they make dexterities?
Yeah, both of them make dexterity saving throws.
Ooh. One got a natural 19. The other one got a 4. The motorcycle, technically the motorcycle succeeded.
Okay. The motorcycle
So the flying
succeeded.
car did not.
Okay. Motorcycle takes 4 damage.
Okay.
Since it's
I
half
can do
damage. Lightning. And flying car takes 8 damage since it failed.
Okay. And then is there any other aspect to it? That's
Nope.
it? Okay.
Just that.
One heck of a turn. Maud turns to you and she goes, nice. And
Oh,
then,
wait. Can I move?
yeah.
I'm going to move
And
the
you don't
60
provoke
feet.
so you are now 60 feet past and 90 feet from the big guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Maud turns as you run away and she goes, nice. And
Thanks.
then she is going to, she's just going to try to disengage with, she's just going to run and try to take the hit. So Motoscraper, blah, 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 gets to do an opportunity attack on her. 4 is not going to do it. So she's able to dodge out. As she goes away, she spins around, comes to a slide stop, only goes
nice.
30 feet, and fires off 2 shots.
Nice.
So, do you want to roll one and I'll roll one?
Sure.
It is a +7.
13?
The 13 narrowly hits this guy, and then she got a natural 19. So, Maud pulls back her bow, her old bow that you used for a little while, but she got back the gears on it, allowing the easy, comforting pullback, and she releases one arrow, and then before the first one even finds their mark, she pulls out another and fires it.
Nice.
And she does... First guy, she is doing 11 damage, and the second guy, 6 damage. Okay. The Motoscraper body is starting to fall apart.
No.
Starting to leak gasoline. Starting to have that smog pour out of it a little extra, and it looks like it's wobbling back and forth. And
I'm still wearing the glasses.
Yep.
So I can see the guy.
Yeah, so you can see all this. Maud.
Oh, wait. Except I can't see him because I'm 90 feet away. I can't see truck.
Oh, you're right. So you can't see. You can only, as soon as you get 60 feet away, you lose sight of that guy.
Yeah.
And at the same time, actually, I should say Maud would have done those attacks from only 10 feet away because she is going to move the other 20 feet after her attacks, and she loses sight of him.
Oh, right.
And Flibbit's the same thing. He's like, I can't see you guys down there. I'm just going to keep going.
We're still here.
Okay. And he just moves forward
Ooh.
in the direction. He can see the ship from
Yeah.
where he's at. Scraper bots.
Oh, wait. This is difficult terrain.
Yeah?
So I can't move 60 feet. I can move 30 feet.
Oh, gosh.
What
No.
are we doing?
I'm failing miserably. Okay, well,
so how do
everything
we
kind of
change the-
everything kind of plays out the way that it has played out. You're just not as far away.
Okay. So
And-
can I still see the guy then?
You can, yeah, because you would have only moved 30 feet away. So yes,
Okay.
you are there, and we'll just say from here on out, half movement. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, no, lots of different windows open and things to remember. Yeah, so half movement. You're about 60 feet away from the big guy, and it's their turns. Again, the Motoscraper is going to zoom forward and catch up with Maud, and it is going to come up to her, and it's just trying to ram her.
Oh.
And so it just zooms
has
forward on its
the
little
handlebar
unicycle
horns?
wheels, and I was just going to say it bends its head down with its handlebar horns, and is going to try to ram Maud.
What?
Ooh, nat 20.
Ooh,
Sorry,
no.
Maud.
That's critical.
And
Critical thing you do.
it's not a lot of damage for this, but so that plus so 10 damage to Maud,
Oh, wow.
and this thing catches up to her. The other one's going to zoom forward and it's going to aim a hot oil streak at you once more.
It is slowly killing itself.
It is indeed slowly removing all of its liquids.
engine
Can you
parts?
please? No, it has to hit you. Oh, nat 1. Nope.
Okay.
Miss. Your turn. Or no, actually, you look back and you see the big thing, and it takes another 2 vehicles and it throws them off to the side. And you look at it, just has one more vehicle left to get an open pathway to where you guys are.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna it used its turn to move 2 vehicles out of its way. So Maud, you, and Flibbit.
Okay.
Maud's next to that moto wheeler scraper dude.
So it's basically a motorcycle, but no blender.
Yep.
Okay.
So, do you want to go first? Or do you want Maud to go first?
Maud can go first.
Okay, Maud quickly slings the bow over her back, pulls out her wrench, spins it around, and goes for a double attack on this thing because it's right next to her natural 19 and a 12 plus an 18. So she
Damn.
succeeds.
That's good.
Maud actually, you see her skid to a halt, throw her bow quickly over her shoulder, spin around, and like strategically places this wrench like in some key component spots on this thing, and the final hit, poof, it clatters to the ground and becomes disanimated.
Cool.
And
That's just motorcycle parts.
it is your turn now.
Half movement?
Mm-hmm.
I've moved on all my turns, though.
You have. And you know that
How far away is the ship?
You don't know for sure, but you know that it was you still have to get past one more car because you came past one that you climbed through that the seatbelt got caught on, and some oily bits.
I shout up to Flibbit. Can you use my bonus action for this?
Yeah,
if it costs anything?
Mm-hmm.
I say, Flibbit,
what's up?
do you know how far away the ship is?
And he's like, hang on, and he'll use his turn to fly down, see where you are, and then fly right back up. And he goes, you got about 90 feet, maybe 100 feet.
Okay. I'd only make it 60 feet because of the...
Yeah.
I also... Maud's next to me? Or is she farther away from me?
Now that she finished slicing that guy, she would move, but she could only move 15 feet.
So where is she at in
you were there
relation
too.
to me?
Yep, so you're next to each other.
I would be able to see her, but she wouldn't be able to see me.
If you're next to each other, she can see you. She can see within 10 feet.
Well, yeah. I mean, going the 60 feet that I can if I use my thing.
Nope, she wouldn't be able to see you.
I want to make it to the ship faster.
Might take more. I mean, go for it.
I say, Maud, I'm gonna go farther up. I can still be able to see you. So.
Okay, well, if you get up there, you can always get barrel ready and come get me.
Okay.
And she starts sludging along.
So I am going to zippy zoom, use my feline agility, get down on all fours, and dash and do the. Oh wait, but I kind of want to still do attacks though.
Okay.
So I am going to not use my dash action.
Okay. So
to
you're just moving.
Make it 120 feet. I'm not going to do that.
So half of. So you're doing 90.
Yeah, 90.
So it's 45 feet.
Well, no. I can, if it weren't difficult terrain, I can move 120 feet, but I can move 60 feet.
Oh, I see. So you move. So you are able to easily start getting over there. And at about the 30-foot mark, you come across that car again, and you're able to go right over the top of it with 60 feet of movement. That's insane. And so you were able to close that gap. And as you get a little bit further along, you actually start hearing the familiar, like, noises of the blimp and the airship.
Can I turn back around and try to shoot at flying car? Because of the 60-foot dark vision, I can see that. And
you would be exactly 120 foot away at this point.
What?
Oh, the flying car. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I won't. I can't see the big guy.
The big guy. He's too far. Yeah. The flying car. Yeah. You can take 2 shots at it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
19.
Yep.
Natural 20 for a 30. That's my first 30 I've ever gotten.
Whoa, that's big. All right. So auto 8 plus.
Auto 8. I'm not doing the fancy thing.
Okay.
So auto 8 plus another D8. So that is a 15 piercing damage for the first attack.
Oh boy.
That's the natural 20 attack.
Looking real rough.
Okay. And then the other one, which is a 19.
Yeah.
Is a 10 piercing damage.
Okay. How do you want to do it?
Yeah.
It was over there flapping its little door wings, hood open, ready to spray some stuff at Maud.
I think I like to imagine that it kind of like turns a little bit to like hit Maud, and I pull out my arrow, and the first one sinks into its headlight, but the second one
snaps the glass and goes dark.
And the second one goes into the open hood, and goes and or Maud can't see this, but it goes into the engine and goes into the oil tank.
Oh, and explodes.
Yeah.
And suddenly the smog lights up with the kaboom of an explosion. Like a movie, everything explodes here, even though physics doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no.
It definitely explodes. And it lights up the whole thing. And you hear Flibbit go, whoa!
I say, that was me!
And that thing is destroyed.
Wait, can exhaust catch on fire?
Exhaust smoke? Is that... No, not really.
Okay.
I don't know that for sure, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah, because that would set the whole graveyard on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, and so those two are taken out, but as you turn and you feel good about it, you look, the truck finally tosses aside the last vehicle, and it drops down onto its wheels and remorphs back into a drivable thing and starts going vroom, vroom, and starts looking like it's aiming towards Maud.
I yell, Maud, get out of there!
And so Maud turns, can't see anything, turns, can't see you, but kind of knows where she needs to go, and she just full dash action makes it for that car.
Oh, yeah, okay. And she can get there with a dash.
Yep, with a dash, she can get there, and she dives inside.
Okay.
Flibbit kind of comes down, he sees you a little bit, he's like, you're almost there, you can get there quickly.
Okay, I shout, Maud, I'm gonna go to the ship.
Okay, you might need to come get me.
I guess, just try to make your way to the ship. Keep the car between you and the Rumblies.
Okay. And she can't move anymore on her turn. And Flibbit rushes ahead and starts to talk to Beryl.
Okay, and
and so now...
And now it's just Hong Kong's turn.
Hong Kong, you turn right before you're about to dash, and you see it's driving forward really fast. Vroom, 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 vroom. And it is aiming right for that car that Maud is inside, and it just collides with the car hard.
That's a car crash for you.
And it's a full-on car crash, and Maud gets knocked sideways, tumbles, and she is going to take... I rolled terribly, though. She's only going to take 9. Could have been way worse.
Is that a D20?
For dodging. She had to dodge
Oh,
first,
okay.
And she didn't. And then now it is your turn. Maud's going, oh! And she's, the car is now upside down, and she's still inside of it.
I say, get out, I guess. And Kea's going to go to the ship. And would it be 30 feet away that she can not dash to it?
Yeah.
Okay, then she is
about
not
30 feet
going to
away.
dash and is going to go up the ladder.
Okay, you get up the ladder, and Beryl's like, what's going on?
I say, there's an Automobeelies thingy.
And it's alive?
Yeah.
Where's Maud?
In a non-alive Automobeelies thingy.
Great. What are we doing?
That rolled over.
So do we need to go get her?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. You point the direction. And Beryl, wear your sunglasses at night.
Yeah, I wear my it's super spy, right? Just a cat.
All the time.
And it's going to
Beryl takes off with the ship.
Point and
yeah,
use
you're starting
those
to
things.
go there. And she's like, Flibbit, lower a line. Flibbit's like, I got it. And he lowers a line down.
Can you just fly it down?
Yeah, he could fly it down. Maybe he'll fly it down to Maud. And he goes, Maud, here, hold on. And Maud is able to reach through the sunroof, grab the line right as the truck thing is revving up and coming in again. And Beryl goes, hang on. And she pulls up on the thing, and Maud slips out of the car. And you guys ascend right as this truck scraper collides with this car. And as you ascend above the smog, the very last thing you hear, honk, honk. And that is where we're going to end our graveyard session.
Wow.
With the very terrifying creatures of Hong Kong and Moto scrapers. All right. That was fun.
Yes, it was.
And you got another set of past world surged artifact.
I get to be a super spy at night and not for just cool looks.
Right.
For actual convenience.
Right. All right. That is all. Thank you again for listening to this nonsense. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I think we're kind of getting closer. You're going to be getting to Scarlet Hill pretty soon.
Yeah, and then I have to go to the far-flung Towery.
You don't know that.
Well,
You don't know that for sure.
It was heavily implied.
It was heavily implied. Lots of things are heavily implied. All right. Thank you all again for listening. Since we already did the shout out at the early thing, we won't do it now. And we will just say we'll see you next time on
Dadventurous.